everyone? We are live.
There we go.
There we go. What's up, man? What's up, Cliff? Thanks for watching, everyone.
Another Browns victory.
Man, I can get used to this.
So can I.
This is good stuff.
What a great win.
Yeah. What's up, Tommy? Hey, everyone, I put the Zoom link in the Facebook chat, so if you guys aren't doing anything and you're by a smartphone or a computer, come on in and say hi. We are a little bit light tonight on the Fancast as far as...
Yeah, well, and we need your help. We need your help, folks.
And if not, then you have to make a lot of comments so that we can bring them in. And
right. We need compelling comments and content.
I like your red Solo cup.
Thank you. That's all I could find.
So
no coffee mugs today.
That's all right. I didn't even bring down a drink.
So, John, what's on the agenda tonight?
Oh, wow. It's so weird hearing you say that. It's so weird hearing you say that. So you guys see the call-in number at the bottom. If you want to call in and you're not sure how to do so, just put it in the chat and we'll bring it up. So we're going through our intro and rundown tonight. Got some quotes for Jimmy because you're the only one here. I think they're easy again.
Really?
A couple of them aren't, but I think there's some three like really easy ones. So we'll see how it goes. Then we got the game recap.
Oh wait, I do have a musical number for us that you will not get in trouble for on YouTube.
All right.
If it works. All right, we've had enough.
Do we have to give credit to anyone for that delicious song?
Well, let's give credit to the people that are due the credit, if I can find it.
Okay.
Some kids from a nice family, I assume. They have good taste in sports.
For sure.
I can't find that right now, but if I do, I will. It's a family for the Rittmans.
Oh, thank you. Family from Rittman?
Or is it? Yes.
Is it the Rittmans or is it a family from Rittman? Whatever. We tried. Great song, little kids.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do our game recap for as best as we can. Browns put a little pepper on it. And some other storylines, and then we'll get into our predictions for the game. And what's up, Eli? Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
All right, let's get right into it.
We appreciate it.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to share this screen with you so you can see the quotes. This is the time of the show that our boy G really loves. The quotes. He calls it the massive time fill.
The time fill. Right.
I call it fun. If we get that first down, nobody says anything. If you kick a field goal, it's not a guarantee. Play it out however you want, but we're an aggressive team, and I'm happy with what we did.
Boy. I'm the only guy here, so I can wait the 30 seconds and see if anybody that's watching is going to guess,
I like that. We can do that.
which I think I might do.
Okay.
You know,
So get your
so
guesses in, everybody. What's
fill
up,
the time.
Chris?
30-second fill here. I like the call.
Oh,
I like it.
we've already got an answer, and Cliff has got it right.
Did he?
Yep.
Did he?
What's up, Lisa? Thanks for watching. So I'm going to show it. Do you have a guess, Jim?
I'm sure Phil or Cliff got it. So I think it's yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What was your guess?
Oh,
All right,
one of the players, not Greg.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I'm not sure. I know it's one of the players. I just can't remember. Yeah, Baker. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, next one. Once they brought the tight end down the line, they did not account for me. I knew it was going to be a sack. I just had to beat him before he got the ball out. I do not think that he really saw me before it was too late. It was ball game.
Oh, that's Jabril Peppers, man.
Easy enough.
Yeah,
On
that's
this
playing the
thinking
game.
about the sack prior to the play.
Put some pepper on it, baby.
Woo!
You should have played Jimmy Donovan's call at the beginning of the show, man.
Lisa, if you're still watching, there is a link above. If you scroll up, you hit that link and you can come in here live and say hello. And that goes for the rest of you as well.
And all you guys should. You should all come in.
Yeah, the more the merrier. Come and wish us Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and go Browns.
Argue with us.
All right, 2, All-Pro. Step 3, Defensive Player of the Year. Step 4, win it all.
Oh boy, Miles. Yes, somebody asked him about his goals, and he said that, which I kind of don't like, but yeah.
That's correct. He said step 1 was the Pro Bowl, 2 All-Pro, step 3 Player of the Year, 4 win it all. Well, how come you don't like it? You don't like the order?
Well, I think win it all should be number 1 all the time for any player. Like your goal should be to win it all, but I guess he's being probably realistic and
right.
think probably not going to win it all.
Or in the middle of a press conference, you're not like on your toes enough to be thinking, these are all my personal goals. He's listing his goals.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, football especially is probably the hardest sport to win a title in when you're super uber talented as an individual. It's a huge team game, way more than baseball and basketball. So, all right, yeah, I see that. Cool, very cool. I like it.
I'm sure he will get booed a lot if that is what you're asking. Laughter. The fans will probably give him a hard time. For me personally, I have to worry about blocking.
Oh boy, somebody asked about Hugh Jackson already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They asked today.
Yeah, let's give the viewers a chance.
Okay. Do you know what position this person plays?
I have an idea, yes.
What do you guys think?
Not hard to figure out.
I'm sure he'll get booed a lot if that's what you're asking. Poor you. Fans will probably give him a hard time. For me personally, I have to worry about blocking.
Any guesses yet?
Nope, none yet.
I'll go with Joel Bitonio.
Oh, look at you. Just rattling them off. I told you I made them easy tonight.
There we go.
Said on the expected reception for 336 and 1.
You know what? Context, though. Was he asked in that manner?
Yeah.
What will the reception be for 336 and 1?
No, they didn't say. They said Hugh Jackson. I added that.
Okay, you added that, but I appreciate that, by the way.
We talk about the responsibility, especially that we have defensively on getting those guys behind us, the fans. They're supposed to be quiet when Baker's out there, but when the other team is out there, we're supposed to be rocking and rolling.
Oh, boy. Obviously a defensive guy. Boy.
We talk. Pay attention to the first part. We talk about the responsibility, especially that we have defensively on getting those guys, the fans, behind us.
Fans behind us.
They're supposed to be quiet when Baker's out there, But when the other team's out there, we're supposed to be rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I like that. I like that mentality. I don't. Man, I can't picture Schobert. I can't picture Garrett. You know what? The Browns don't have anybody on the defense that's really like boisterous. Oh, maybe Randall. I could see Randall saying something like that. How about Demarius?
All right. How about Greg Williams
Oh, head coach Greg Williams. I
on
like.
expectations from fans for the last home game?
I like that.
Woo! That's it. That's it for the quotes. Let's look at these rated players from the game. The Browns put a little pepper on it.
And just so we give credit where credit is due, this is from Pro Football Focus.
It's
John,
Pro Football Focus, yep, at PFF_Browns on Twitter.
I'm a big fan of their analytics myself.
So we got Pepper's highest rated player on the team.
I can't argue. He had an awesome game.
Yeah, he sure did. Coming out party for the guy.
And like a lot of people said, that was the game that everyone's been waiting for like 2 years from that guy.
Yeah.
It really was. You know,
Yep.
I know it was the bullshit last year with him playing 30 yards off the ball and whatnot, but put that guy up on the line of scrimmage, let him blitz, let him make some plays, let him roam around in the backfield in the secondary. I liked it. That
interception was great.
The interception was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Play, too. It's not like the ball just floated in there.
Yeah, exactly. That was a total play on the ball. And then you heard him, right? You heard him talk about that last play. He was basically just telling you how he watched the coverage, saw that he was going to have an open shot, and just he's like
he knew the tight end wasn't going to block him.
Right.
He had a clean go, and yeah.
The other part of the quote that wouldn't fit in there is that he also mentioned how the snap was low. So the snap was low, which gave him a little bit more time to get in there. So.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Good point, because when you listen to the call, you hear, oh, the snap is low. Yeah, and then as soon as the snap is low, he's basically finished.
Right. Yeah.
That was huge.
Jamie Collins is up there again, second highest rated defensive player.
I keep shaking my head, and every week this guy seems to be in the top 5 in these ratings. So I'm going to have to eat my crow at some point.
I just wonder, does he have one more year after this, or is this it? He signed an extension.
I think he does, because we took on that contract when we traded for it.
Right, but I thought Sashi signed him as well.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody in the chat room can confirm. I don't have my phone with me, so I can't look it up. I think he has one more year, but I could be wrong. Larry
Ogunjobi's playing with a busted bicep.
Yeah, remember when I said a couple weeks ago, if your bicep is torn, you're done?
Yeah.
The guy is playing.
He must have listened to you.
Unbelievable.
He must have listened to you.
It. That's crazy. And he plays D tackle. He has to use his arms on every play.
Trevin Coley and rounding out as Schobert. So, hey, they did a good job up front. Especially in the fourth quarter.
Very nicely done on the defense.
Offensive numbers leave a lot to be desired.
Not great.
I think everyone knows we could have done a lot better. I don't know the Broncos' defense is fast. Their line's pretty good. But their safeties were decimated. Taylor, former Brown, Jamar Taylor, got ejected. That helped.
Very true, but the Broncos are very talented on defense.
Okay.
They are. And still, I was disappointed with the Browns' offensive production, but it's a road game in a tough environment.
Yep.
Not because of the altitude, but because their fans always they're always there. They're always sold out and loud. And
what did you think of that Njoku play when he stretched out and it seemed like he could have gotten the first and they didn't really give him the spot? You remember that play?
It was bothersome, but I don't know. What are you going to do? You know?
Yeah. Perriman, nice catch in the end zone.
Yeah, right off the bat, awesome catch, awesome throw too.
Yeah.
Great way to set the tone. I thought that was huge because obviously we didn't score many points after that, so that was huge.
That catch, that sideline grab by Higgins was
Oh yeah,
crazy.
excellent catch by him.
And then they hurried up and ran a play real quick so they couldn't challenge it.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think Higgins is ever going to be a guy that's going to go give you 90 catches a year or whatever. But he's productive.
Yeah,
He'll give
he's coming into his own. He's a good
he'll
like
give you some
third.
good catches.
Yeah.
Little slot or possession guy, whatever you need him to be, and
Well, and that's the good thing about Baker is that he
he
gets
finds
everyone involved.
he
Right.
does. He
And he
finds
plays to people's strengths. So it's
yeah.
good that he has that relationship with him and can
Seems
do
like
that.
every game, even if he has under 20 completions, it's to like 7 or 8 guys. So that's a great sign.
You'll see in the next slide, Zeitler is pretty much a badass. And Greg Robinson, man, oh man. He's been anything you can ask for this year.
Robinson has been a huge upgrade over Harrison for sure.
Oh,
Zeitler is like I don't know it's a derogatory term, but he's like I guess Zeitler's kind of a meathead guy, one of
okay.
those guys.
You
You know,
guess
like,
or you know? You guess or you know?
well, I mean, that's what Joe Thomas has said about him on his podcast.
Oh, really?
I don't want to plug the Tomahawk show here,
Well,
but
that's okay. We have to do a crossover
um,
show with them one time.
yeah, according to Joe, Zeitler's like resident bro meathead guy, and he's good. He is definitely very very good.
Well, I'll take them.
Yeah, I'll take him for sure.
So here's some other storylines. Let's look at the top right. This year's Browns pass defense has limited opposing quarterbacks, and this is again from Pro Football Focus. Um, Opposing quarterbacks to just 40.6 passer rating when outside the pocket, best rate in the NFL.
You know what? The video of what we're doing is right on top of what you have on the screen. So hold on, let me
What?
try and. Never mind, I have it.
Oh.
Wow, that is very impressive.
Yeah, it is. And then the other one is
That's odd. You know what? That tells you two things, I think. One, your D line, your linebackers are like right on top of the quarterbacks, and two, the secondary is covering the receivers.
for sure. And so
Well,
yeah, they're working good together. It's interesting, right? When you look at the total defense, they're like last or second to last.
I know there's like those rankings don't mean a whole lot when you look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, or the other one, DVOA or something last week, and the fact that we played against most of the top ranked offenses in the league this year, strength of schedule
Yeah,
wise.
we played against the Saints when they were still considered the best offense, and we held them to under 20 points, which was huge. Or
Yep.
no, was it 21 to
21-18.
21-18? Right, so just over.
We had the Chiefs, Texans didn't go so well,
Right.
but
Like,
Steelers in our division.
well, the Texans did score 28.
Yeah. The one from John Costco I like too. Big part of Browns Pepper's 2018 improvement is when the Browns were in man coverage. So he's third best in 2018. He was 79th out of 80 in 2017.
God, you gotta love social media. Like, where do people come up with this stuff?
I think Costco he's a PFF person. Like he's a analytics guy for PFF. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the best stats for sure. So Peppers, yeah, wow, huge.
And then Zeitler and Bitonio, pass blocking efficiency for Pro Football Focus. They're the top 5 guards in the AFC. Zeitler and Bitonio are the top 2. followed by Slauson and Yanda, and then Dukas in Buffalo.
That doesn't surprise me at all. The Browns have probably the best guards in the NFL.
Clearly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clearly, yes, obviously. For one, Zeitler is the highest paid, so he better fucking be number one.
Right.
And Bitonio, I already knew was really good.
Yeah, Bitonio's good, man. We got him. I think we got him mid-second. I think.
Is he a second or a third? I can't remember.
I think he was a second.
But yeah, ever since he came in, he's just been solid. You can count on him every week.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Oh, there's our big mugs again, taking up the full screen.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe they do. Who knows?
Last week they were asking for us to put our mugs next to the Freddie Kitchens picture.
Let's not do that. Maybe your son can say, "Dad, there's two of you."
So, anything else you want to go through with the box score on the Brownies?
Not on the stats. I think we can move on to bigger and better things.
All right. Let's do that then. So I got some storylines. Garrett and Ward made the Pro Bowl. A couple others are alternates. Rookie Denzel Ward.
Miles. Way to go, Denzel.
Miles must have heard us ripping on him in 6 weeks ago or something. When you guys are like,
I've ripped on him plenty of times.
You're like, we're just looking for just a little bit more.
Right.
He goes home and he's like, well, what more can I do?
A little more. I know. And it's awesome. Awesome. Very happy for these guys.
Congrats for Ward. Making it rookie year. Jeesh.
In lieu of the slide that you just showed, I'm surprised Bitonio or Zeitler didn't get some consideration.
Well, I think they made it as alternates.
Were they? Okay, I didn't see the full list.
Yeah, let me look it up. I'll look it up real quick. And then, so Ward is eyeing a return for this Sunday.
He's got to be back. Come on, it's concussion. I'm surprised he's been out this long.
He's a little guy.
That should be. Is that concerning to you, or
if he's injury prone?
Listeners, viewers, are you guys concerned about that?
It's a good question.
I kind of am, I guess. At this point.
He's a little guy.
A little dude, man, and he plays like he's big, but he's little. that could be a problem. He thinks he's big, but he's not that big.
The good thing is, well, he's got to learn how to tackle, and what's his name's on him about that. So
he knows how to tackle. That was bullshit.
You think Greg Williams is making a mountain out of molehill?
I thought that was kind of a crappy thing by Greg to say that to him, because that was 7 or 8 weeks ago when he did that. That was right at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but then the concussion hit did the same thing.
Yeah,
but Tonio's a first alternate.
Okay, and then he deserves that for sure. I'm sure there's a guard in front of him that deserves it, but Bitonio definitely should be there.
Yep. Yeah, Baker Mayfield isn't patting himself on the back.
Fourth alternate.
For being fourth alternate. He goes, that's not a true Pro Bowl selection.
That's fantastic. And he easily could play, because Tom's not going to play, and Big Ben's not going to play.
Yep.
That makes him like the second guy. So, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's
fourth alternate. All right, I'm not going to scroll back any further to see who else made it. So, yeah, hopefully Ward will be back. We've got Terrence Mitchell back again. So
that was nice. I mean, we can get Ward back, drop Carey to the slot or the dime guy or the nickel guy.
Yep.
Oh my God, it'll be huge against the Bengals. Won't be able to do shit.
Yeah, well, AJ's out.
I think Tyler Boyd got hurt, I think, last week. So he might be out.
And Driscoll's in.
They're not going to have anybody to play.
The good thing is that we've seen Driscoll too, so we got a little tape on him.
They should
So
really crush the Bengals.
I'm nervous.
This should be a no-brainer.
I'm nervous, man.
It really should.
We're technically out of the playoffs. We're riding high. We're feeling ourselves. Got some Pro Bowl players. They come into town and they're pissed.
I don't think they care that much. And plus, they have Hugh trying to motivate them. What, really? I don't.
They had a big win against the Raiders.
No,
right? Wasn't that them?
We have all the momentum. And we have the Hugh factor.
A little edge.
There's a lot of guys that have some beef with Hugh.
You could tell. I mean, there was no love lost. I mean, I'm sure there are some people that really like him. You know, I think Kirksey's his friend and Greg Williams is his friend. Some of those guys when he first started, but
it sounds like Peppers kind of likes him too, and Joe Thomas speaks very highly of him all the time.
Yep.
But man, when your franchise quarterback comes out and says the guy is fake, and you know Demarius Randall basically supported that, and you definitely it's split. It's definitely split.
Yeah. And the other interesting part was how, and you kind of argued this last week when we started talking about coaches, is that they're really schematically they're not doing anything different. So if they're not right, then they're just taking on the nature of their coach. Look at that dramatic difference.
It's been my argument. It's been my argument with people on Facebook as well. It's like if you guys really think that Freddie Kitchens just came in and like dreamed up this awesome offense and taught these guys all these awesome new things to do, you know, you're naive. That's stupid.
Right.
He's running Todd's offense. These are the plays that they've been running since fucking OTAs.
Yep.
You know, maybe he has an extra tight chip here and there, or the running back goes over here and chips that guy or does something, but it's the same fucking offense.
It is.
You know, don't be naive. And, you know, maybe he calls plays in a different fashion, but these guys are playing harder and better now that he was gone on both sides of the ball, and you can't deny it. You can't deny it.
There's two impactful things I think that Kitchens has done. One is he streamlined the plays to only accentuate the strengths, or at least take the ones that accentuate the strengths and do those better. The other thing he did was he took the input of the players. And you could argue the third thing he did was, and you can see this on that Callaway slant, he is allowing Baker to see the field and check at the line.
That's huge.
Which Haley was not doing.
Well, I don't know, because I have to go back and look at the tape to see if Baker was audibling when he was first in there. I'm assuming that he probably wasn't, but I don't know. I can't say that for
sure. Sure.
So, but
yeah, that's interesting. I would wonder if that's the case, because I can't say that for certainty, but I can say only based on what I see and what I hear is that, you know, he took input. He's allowing a little bit more decision making on the players' end.
As he should. I think most quarterbacks should be able to have the freedom to do that if they have the capability to do it, or the knowledge, or the brain power.
Right, and maybe he had the ability to do it in the fifth game, but he couldn't see it because he still wasn't ready to see it.
You know, and I look, not to downplay Freddie. I love Freddie. You know, I am Freddie, for what it's worth. People should probably slow their roll a little bit on we have to keep Freddie. We have to force Freddie on the new coach. No, we don't.
No.
Baker's probably going to be fine no matter who your OC is. Don't worry about it. If Freddie goes somewhere else, I'm sure he'll be great, and we'll be fine too. So
yeah, I agree with that. But why? But what that tells me though that there's just this need by us to bring in the guy, and it's not clear to me that the guy is available, ready, around. That's my problem, I think, with people that like Freddie or like Greg.
G double G. Do you like G double
Double
G
G.
or triple G?
I don't know if I like him as a head coach, but I do. I mean, I like the way they played since I like the way they play for him. So they like him. I don't know if
I
John
mean,
Dorsey likes him.
can you argue with the results?
No.
Okay. Another question about Greg. Do you think that Bounty Gate impeded his career progress or his career?
I think he's paid his dues for that.
Yeah.
I think he's paid his dues for that because he went.
If not for that, do you think he probably would have been a head coach?
Now, what I would need to. I thought he was a head coach in
He was a
Buffalo.
head coach before that.
Oh, I thought it was. That was before Bountygate, though?
I thought he was a head coach in Buffalo before Bountygate.
Gotcha. So that I must have the history wrong. So
somebody's going to kill me for this, and we better make sure that this is correct, and I will make sure. But yeah, I thought he was. I thought for sure he was.
okay.
But
I thought the Bills gig was after.
That definitely made it so that he was never considered for a long time. That's my whole point.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a good job. The NFL does a really good job. If they don't want a player or a coach to have a job in the NFL, they can talk to the owners and make sure it doesn't happen.
Make sure it doesn't happen. And that's my whole thing is that these people. Did you look it up?
No, I'm looking it up right now. Given that, then, right? So then if there is a blacklist and he's on it for NFL coaching gigs, then it's a pretty ballsy move by Dorsey to make him the head coach. Even on an interim basis. If
he was the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, so we know he's been a head coach. I was just trying to figure out if that was before. It was before the Saints. So
yep.
Yeah. So it was before Bountygate.
Okay.
So he was a head coach, and he wasn't that bad in Buffalo.
Okay, and it was assistant head coach in Washington. Been defensive coordinator ever since Bountygate.
I just think it's unfair for people out there to just dismiss him like he's just an afterthought and like he's not a real candidate. And you know who you are if you're listening or watching live or post-recorded.
We call that VOD. His regular season head coaching record, though, is 21-33.
Not good, but certainly better than Hugh freaking Jackson.
Oh my God! And I think that's the argument, right? Is like, do we want better than Hugh Jackson, or do we want a quarterback and a head coach that are going to have a dynasty?
Fine,
I get
that.
Right. Continued. We'll definitely continue the coaching argument when some other fancasters are back on.
Okay, that's fair.
I think we should get some slides put together of everybody's record or resume, like pros and cons, or build it live.
We probably should. Do you have those?
I can put together some slides with some page breaks and some names and pictures on it.
I mean, we always want page breaks because then we get drunk every time the flip art. What are you gonna do?
Oh man! Anything else that we missed storyline wise?
Story or headline wise for the week?
Yeah.
I have been waiting with bated breath to hear Baker say something about Hugh this week, but I haven't heard anything juicy. So,
yeah,
he's probably going to downplay it. And
he did.
But I will say that I don't expect to see Hugh doing the lovey-dovey fucking bullshit that he did this time.
Yeah. Right. And Cliff said there's better team discipline on and off the field. With
you know what?
Greg.
There's definitely listeners and viewers that we have that don't agree with that. I know that for sure.
I like that. Yeah, Baker has been pretty good.
What do you think about the discipline, John? The discipline.
On
the field.
The penalties in this game were okay, but the penalties in the previous game were atrocious.
Yeah, they were.
That was the win over, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the win over the Panthers.
Yes, you're correct.
It was like every play there was a flag.
But the Panthers were getting called too. Is it like a epidemic in the NFL, or what is the problem going on?
Yeah.
Were they bad calls?
I don't know.
Were the Browns undisciplined? Who the fuck knows? I mean, what are you gonna do?
I'll tell you one thing. They say the right stuff. Like, I don't care. Like, it's not that they haven't gotten any trouble off the field.
Oh no.
They're not getting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Oh no, I think what I meant was, yeah, I guess I didn't phrase that correctly.
They talk about like paying attention to detail more and doing the little things.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you mentioned that. It does seem like the players, when they're interviewed and when they're on record with the beat reporters, they do mention that more.
Yeah.
Like, they do pay attention to, like, they make a point to say they pay attention to detail more now than they did before.
Right. And they say that they really.
That is definitely true.
And they say they really like that about Greg, is that he's authentic. He that's what he does. And he practices what he preaches.
Right, and he makes them do that, and like more than one person has said that.
Yeah,
you have to take that into account. Like, these people that say Hugh Jackson is a good coach. Look, people, you have to take that into account when players are saying this about the coach. It's you don't have to read between the lines. They're telling you to your face what is going on in practice. Just listen.
Right. Well, that's a good point. Reading between the lines on some of these interviews is key. I'm moving.
Not really, but it's not like it's code. Like, it's pretty obvious what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Whatever.
All right. Well, let's.
All right. We got predictions, or are we?
We're going to predictions. I gotta scroll up. You guys get your predictions in there.
Predictions.
I'm gonna have to get Brian's in later because this Facebook isn't letting me scroll up right now.
You suck, Brian. Thanks for joining us. And Glenn and Alan. We miss you.
We will remember this.
We miss you.
All right, so we get out the old thing from last week. We got our results and predictions. Do you want to see the guesses from last week, or are you good?
I know the guesses. I'm good.
Okay.
So, if you want to.
No, if you don't need to see them, I won't bother.
All right, predictions.
So there's our. You heard it here first from last week.
Second to last week, folks.
You said the Browns were going to win 28-17.
I did. Definitely did.
I said 24-21. I thought I predicted they were going to lose.
Really?
Yeah. Al said 17-14.
He predicted loss?
Yep. Ray said 42-17. So our winner was Big Al.
Big Al?
Big Al.
Screw Big Al. He's not even here.
Winner need not be present to win.
Oh, that sucks.
Connie just got here, so she must be here to give her predictions.
Who got here? Connie?
Connie and Scott from the lot.
Connie Blaker?
Yep.
I only know the name because I saw it on. No idea.
So
no idea who these people are.
So get your guys' predictions in here. Connie and Scott, are you coming to the tailgate this Sunday? That's what we want to know. That's the question.
Are you coming? That's the question.
I'm coming. It's Skyline Chili Day.
Ugh.
Amen, brother. Amen. Take that. I'm gonna send just the clip of that to our mutual friend who is preparing the meal.
Right.
He's like, why do you? He's like,
Chester.
He's like, what?
That's true.
He's like, why do you always go and eat Cavatels with the other tailgate on Skyline Chili Day? And I go, if you have to ask, you don't understand.
You don't. You definitely don't.
All right, Connie's coming on Sunday. Are you coming, Jimmy?
That's up in the air. Like legitimately up in the air.
What's the % chance as of today?
60 coming, 40 not.
Whoa, nice. All right. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know if I have a real good feeling for this game. So I think I'm going to have to do like a 21-17, but it's going to be close. I like that. We're coming. Scott, yeah, like I said, man, we're going to have Skyline Chili, and I'm sure you're welcome to have it. I'm going to bring some garlic cheese bread, too.
There you go. That's fine.
It'll make it palatable.
But don't ever cook food in honor of the other team's city. That's
what we do every game.
Why would anyone do that?
We do it every game.
I guess that's okay, but it just
seems
weird.
It's ritualistic. It's like eating the enemy.
Oh, okay.
It's like devouring the enemy.
I like that.
Especially when when the other guy who's not here makes ribs for the Carolina game.
True. I ate them now.
All right, everyone, get your predictions in. Connie says 31 Browns, Cincinnati 10. We'll get that in there.
Am I up yet?
Not yet. And Scott says Browns 23, Bungles 13. I should call Chester and see what his prediction for the game is.
Look, I guess my Skyline chili is fine as long as I have like at least 6 ounces of hot sauce in there.
That's what I told him I was bringing my own.
Yeah,
he never has enough. All right. I think that's it for predictions from everybody. Cliff, I didn't see you put a prediction in. No, I know. I mean from the viewers.
The people?
Yeah.
The people? Homies?
Yep. And Brian, I got to go and get Brian's because he said 24 something. So I'll get it in there. What's yours?
Let's see. Jimmy K is going to go with screw you, Chester, by the way, if you're watching. But Browns 31, Bengals 10.
Whoa.
You heard it here first.
31-10. All right.
No doubt in my mind.
I like it. Wow. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna leave here with the Michael Stanley and the Cleveland Browns video from 1998 of I already forgot the name of it. It's like We're On to Something Good or something. Have you seen it?
Oh, the Michael Stanley Band has an awesome song about Cleveland.
It's Michael Stanley and the Cleveland Browns.
Right. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I put it in the thing so you can go watch it and enjoy it without being here in the Zoom room.
Have a good night.
Wednesday night quarterbacks. You heard it here first. We'll see you next week. Go Browns. We love all of you for watching live and if you watch the taped version. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Go Brownies.
Enjoy.
Took me to my very first game to the Browns are gonna show you how the game is played. Here we go again. 54, 55, 64. You can find the trophy on the old age shore. Now the orange and brown coming back for more. Here we go again. I said, here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's 1st and 10. So get on your feet and let the games begin. 'Cause here we go again. Well, we all got memories of the things we did, like the old dog Brown and the cardiac kids. Now we're gonna make new ones in a brand new crib. 'Cause here we go again. Oh, get out your colors and wear them proud. 'Cause the boys are back. We're gonna rock this town. So let them all hear you and shout it out loud. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's 1st and 10. So get on your feet and let the games begin. 'Cause here we go again. Here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's 1st and 10. So get on your feet and let the games begin. 'Cause here we go again. We get ready, we get ready, we get ready, we get ready, we get ready. Well, it won't be long till the waiting's done, till it's kick off time in the noonday sun. 'Cause the Browns are back and